Good evening, everyone. My name is Qasim. I'm joined by the tribal chief himself, Usman, Harris, Abdul, and we are the RedFlex.
Can Manchester United score? They always score.
You can't win anything with kids.
Patrick Bear is 6'4". He's just having a go at Gary Neville. He's just having a go at me.
If this is the first time you're watching the RedFlex, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. For the first time in history, today's show will consist of brother versus brother versus brother in a very special edition of Who Am I, focusing in on Manchester United and AC Milan players. And we're going to truly find out who is the top dog, the face that runs the place in the Ahmed household. Usman's got a grin on his face. It looks like he's fairly confident that it's going to be him.
I don't even know what you're going to ask, but I like to back myself.
I've no idea what the format is.
Any place, in any competition, whether it's physical or mental, I always back myself.
Just to remind everybody, we did hold a official Ahmed Pool Championship a couple of years ago, and I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. I am your two-time world heavyweight champion of the world, and there's only been one Ahmed Pool champion, and you're looking at him, Qasim Ahmed.
Disgusting tactics.
Isn't that right?
It was a fix, mate. It was a fix.
Saying that, the Harris has taken a photo with the trophy, though, because he thinks he is the unofficial people's champion. But we're going to find out live. But he did get eliminated as the tournament went along. So if you want to make sure you tune in to the end to see that. But the first segment of today's show, we're going to be looking at the breaking news. So, breaking news, covering everything about Manchester United so far. And let's get the RedFlex's opinion on these matters. First, Abs, I think you're going to be a little bit disappointed about this. Edinson Cavani's father has come out and said that Edinson Cavani is unhappy at Old Trafford. He's at the theatre of dreams. He's got everything. He's the main striker. Why on earth has his dad come out and said these things?
It's a disgrace. It means I'm going to have to struggle on my PES team now. He's the guy who gets all the goals. I'm not too bothered about real life. He's ruined my PES team for next year.
Usman, are you surprised about this?
I've heard conflicting reports, actually. I've heard that obviously his father came out and said it, but then I think very quickly on social media, he put a post out, did our Eddie, where it said proud to wear the shirt. So
yeah, I think I caught that on Instagram as well.
I think it's just a ploy to get a new contract, isn't it? Must be.
I think it depends. I think he knows that. I think his future probably depends on the fact that whether we're going to sign a replacement or not. I mean, he's going to get a payout if we don't sign him for a second year anyway. So either way, he's sorted. I think there's probably a bit of truth in what his dad said, because he is a legend in South America. So at some point, he probably will finish his career there, and he will be revered there. He'll be, people will be so happy to see, a legend of their continent playing in their league.
Does it hurt a little bit, Cavani coming out with saying this? I know that he said he's still proud to wear the shirt, but where on earth has this come from?
I'm not that fussed, to be honest. I mean, he's a great player, but yeah, Harris, you go for it.
No, I was going to say, it seems like contract tactics, isn't it? Contract negotiation tactics. All they said in the press conference today that that they've not offered him one, and he's not. Talks haven't begun about that. So, is this a ploy to lean it one way or the other? I don't know, but I'd be happy if he stayed another year, obviously, but. We can't guarantee game time because, who do we sign in the summer? Who do we end up getting up, and how does that impact him? So all depends, isn't it? Let's just see if he has a strong finish to the end of the season. Obviously, it just increases his case where, there'll be more clamour for him to stay. So I think it's one of them. We can just wait till the end of the season, can't we?
We've got a comment actually as well.
Go on.
Sorry, Abs. Crutch90 says we need to play him, otherwise he would be getting unhappy as any world-class striker would. Abs, what were you going to say on that?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I was going to say. I was going to say, obviously, if he feels like he's not going to play between now and the end of the season, which I don't see why he would, because he is going to play. If he's fit, he plays, because he's by a mile our best striker, like without a doubt. So he is going to play. Again, some truth to what Harris is saying. I think he's angling to get an extension on his contract. And I think once he's got that extension, he's got the extra year, then he'll go to South America, and then he'll kind of wind down from that point.
Before we move on to the next breaking news about Manchester United, I just want to give you one more plug. For the first time in YouTube history, brother versus brother versus brother in a very special Who Am I edition, focusing on Manchester United versus AC Milan. Make sure you stick around because you don't want to miss that one. The next breaking news, but I'm going to give you a little bit more insight about the RedFlex. We say that we're four brothers from Manchester who, you know, support Manchester United. We're from Manchester. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. We're actually from Cheetham Hill, and Cheetham Hill is now obviously it's the greatest place on earth. But we'll give you a little bit of fact. Actually, I'll let Usman, the tribal chief himself, to give you this particular news because he was the one who actually brought it to our attention.
Yeah. So obviously we've put our little location on the map anyway, but another person who obviously used to live in our vicinity has now taken over as director of football at Manchester United. Mr. Murta from little old Cheetham Hill in Manchester is now director of football of the world's biggest and best club. So yeah,
Cheetham Hill, the unofficial capital of England,
capital,
I hear.
Unofficial capital, just to be soon to be elected. Too much talent here. Too much,
including ourselves, obviously. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. Harris and Abdul, I was going to say as well, actually. One thing that I found interesting was Mr. Murta. He's from Cheetham Hill, but he's also got another interesting stat. He is a Scouser. Now, what is your thoughts about that? Because I was reading that he's from Liverpool and he's a Scouser as well. So that's an extra layer to the mix.
Abdul, you want to go first?
Okay.
No, are you both stunned at the news?
I'll tell you what I feel about that. It's just everyone has their flaws. Flaw he has.
It's a flaw. We're calling it.
It's a flaw. I mean, he's linked to something fantastic, which is Cheetham Hill, but obviously he has that background from Liverpool. Obviously, it's a flaw. But obviously, no one's perfect.
I mean, to be fair, our leading goal scorer in our history is a Scouser as well, so we can't really say much.
No issues for me. No issues.
If you didn't know already, guys, for everybody that's watching, I was going to say, how does it feel being the most recognizable face from Cheetham Hill? I hear that's what the rumor mill's saying, that you're a local celebrity.
Me?
I was talking to Harry.
All right.
No, I think
but yes, so you are. Just to put it out there, Usman is.
Usman.
But I was trying to antagonize that.
I'm not going to give. I'm not going to give away too much details. But Usman works sometimes around the area, and he has been spotted by many a person. And obviously, when we get stopped, they're like, "Oh yeah, you've seen you, or is your brother X, Y, and Z?" So like. So yeah, he is. It's a
side effect.
Z-lister.
Z list, absolute Z list.
He's on the list at least.
Just to give it out there as well for everybody that's watching, Usman will have he'll break some news, I'm sure, in the coming weeks and days. But he has a very important project that's in the pipeline, so that's exciting news. Any potential dates or timescales, as the fans will be going crazy to know what it is?
We'll probably know within a week. We'll know
within a week
what's going. Yeah.
So that's something definitely to look out for. MZ says hello, brothers. MZ,
yes, MZ.
How you doing,
loyal part of the RedFlex community. So that's pretty much the main breaking news in terms of Man United. We're going to go on to our next segment of the show, which we call the Predicted 11. So we haven't really talked about Man United versus AC Milan on our Instagram page. If you haven't followed it already, it's at the RedFlex official. I put a picture of Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair, a match that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania, because it was the best way I could describe this heavyweight clash about two legends of the games. You could say two legends that were fallen, but on the way up, especially in the case of Manchester United. We haven't really discussed that. Obviously, very quickly, a bit of follow-up from the Man City game. What your thoughts of in terms of how important that win was. And I'd just be interested to know what you guys think. What kind of starting 11 is he going to go for? Is he going to kind of save people, rest people? Is he going to give the full team out? What do you guys think?
I think I'll go first, just because it links into the press conference. Obviously,
yeah,
plays that were out for the game against City. It's the same. Ollie's confirmed. So Donny's still out. Pogba's still out. Juan Mata's still out. So yeah, Cavani said maybe. So it seems though it's going to be a very similar team he puts out. Obviously, I think I'm just going to quickly say it. I think he will play Bailly simply because he favours them in the cup games. Obviously, Hendon's going to play because David's still on pat leave. So whether Tellez plays or Shaw, I don't know. I'm not sure. If Shaw's fit enough, I'd like to see him. If not, yeah, give Tellez a game, no problem. I'd like to see Matic, no Fred. I keep on saying it every week. I'm not a fan of Fred.
Matic was pretty poor against Palace as well, though. To be fair,
I think so was everyone else. A lot of other players were as well.
The whole team. So I'd like to see Matic, and I think the front four, the top four, just pick itself simply because of the injuries.
OC, in terms of lineups, are you expecting any surprises in terms of tactics, formation?
No, I'm not expecting anything different, to be honest. I think Rashford is probably not going to play. Has that been confirmed?
Injured, sorry.
I wouldn't have wanted him to play anyway, even if he was fit. So I think he desperately needs a rest. I would want probably Bruno to have a rest as well, but I know it's just not possible because we don't have anyone to take over in his position. So yeah, I expect us to go quite strong. I would probably, like I said, Bailly will probably come in, Tellez will probably come in, Matic probably, because I don't think he's going to play against West Ham anyway. So those three to come in, and then the rest of the team, like Harry says, kind of picks itself. Dan James to probably carry on, Mason Greenwood to come in on the right, and then Anthony up front. Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to go with. Tactically, I think we're probably not going to do anything different. I think that speed on the counter is probably going to hurt Milan. Everyone knows the Italian league, even though it's quite technical, it's devoid of pace.
Abs, you probably don't know about this, but I'm going to tell you. You are now the official scouting report correspondent at the RedFlex. Tell me about AC Milan. What have we got to worry about?
It's unexpected.
It's a stitch up. I've stitched him up.
I mean, AC Milan are doing quite well in the Italian league. At one point, they were actually top of Serie A anyway. Unfortunately, I mean, this was a player I think everyone would love to see at Old Trafford. Is Zlatan.
I was looking forward to that. I wanted him to go with Bruno, absolutely going crazy. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
And then I know you're making a reference to WWE wrestlers. I wonder which one he would be. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame he's not playing because I mean, in a way, it is a good thing, I guess, because I think he would have caused all sorts of problems to our defense anyway if he was playing. So it's probably a good thing he's not playing. I don't think there's anyone who's really going to cause any threats, to be honest. It's a game I am very much looking forward to.
Talking about WWE reference, I'd probably have to say Zlatan would be Drew McIntyre. I think they look quite similar. They're quite tall, quite rugged. But anyway, enough about the WWE. I think it's time for the moment.
Talk about AEW.
No, AEW. Well, if you caught the main event of AEW, it was meant to be some sort of Texas death match, and the ring was going to explode. But unfortunately, what actually happened was a couple of sparklers went off, definitely something you should watch because it's absolutely a farce. They should not be able to continue operating after that stunt. Anyway,
Commentary team did a great job anyway.
yeah, they sold it like somebody
anyway.
got shot or
Someone
killed or
passed out
something.
as well.
Yeah, draped over John Moxley. I think it's that time that everybody has been waiting for. We are going to find out who is the main man, the face that runs the place in the Ahmed household, because it's time for Who Am I? Let me explain the rules, just to make sure that I'm getting it right. Because obviously there'll be no fun in that. I don't want to repeat. We don't want to repeat the AEW after we've plugged it throughout the show so much, so it falls flat. So these are the rules. I have got 8 questions. I'm going to give you the descriptions. You're going to have a 30-second time limit because we don't want this video to rumble on for each one. And the first person to answer the correct answer will be given the point. And by the end of it, we are going to find out who
Are we just
is...
shouting out, or do we have to like say... or something? I don't know how you want to do it.
Putting our hand up might be a little bit. Let's go with that. If everyone's happy with that,
Or just say your name.
Primary school. Say your name.
Yeah,
what are we doing? Hand up. Okay, let's do it. Are we ready? Are we ready for this?
A minute. Okay.
The bookies have just got in touch with me. They have said Haris Ahmed is the favourite. He's the bookie's favourite. They've stopped taking bets because he is the man that wins, and he's the current. He is the current final whistle champion as well from the last show. Not to put any pressure on.
He's in form as well. The top form.
He's in form. He's top form. Always performs at the highest level. Haris. So first one, I'm going to read out. So once I've read it out, we've got 30 seconds on the clock. So the first one is a former striker. He played for Leeds United, Manchester United, and AC Milan, among others at club level, as well as making 52 appearances, scoring 11 goals for Scotland. He also, let me just scroll this across, he also moved into coaching and management at a number of clubs. He coached at Hearts, he coached at Portsmouth under Harry Redknapp, and also followed him to Tottenham Hotspur. And the 30 seconds start now. Who am I? Manchester United and AC Milan.
I can see his face, but I don't know.
Who's got it? The clock is ticking. Who wants to get that first point on the board? We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Who am I?
Leeds, Man United, AC Milan.
I'll give you a clue then as we're going to the 10 seconds. His surname begins with J, and we've got 7 seconds on the clock. Who is it? Is anyone getting it? No. The clock is up. Nobody's got it. Let's reveal who I was talking about. Let me make sure I've got the right clip. I do. I'm guessing some folks probably still won't know who that is. Is that the case? Because it is Joe Jordan.
Oh, dear.
Joe Jordan.
I didn't know you were going to go that far back.
Yeah, we're professionals. I have to do my homework, so I thought I'd give everyone the full experience. So the second player who's played for Manchester United and AC Milan he's born into a footballing family with his father and 3 brothers involved in the game. He played as a midfielder. He began his career at Chelsea, where he was appointed captain at the age of 18, playing for clubs including Man United, AC Milan, Queen's Park Rangers, and Rangers Football Club. Usman, what's the answer?
Ray Wilkins.
Yeah.
Is it Ray Wilkins?
I knew his face, but I couldn't.
Let's find out.
Oh my God.
It was Ray Wilkins, and the tribal chief himself takes a 1-0 lead with 6 to go. Let's move on to the third Who Am I description.
I need more recent players.
In 1999, Manchester United purchased him for £4.5 million, requiring a new goalkeeper after Peter Schmeichel had left. Abdul.
Massimo what's his name?
Oh, no. I got it.
Usman was second. Who was it? Usman. You were sucking.
Massimo Taibi.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I was about to say it.
Nah.
Come on, man.
You snooze your
Is
snooze,
it?
buddy,
Is
snooze your snooze.
it Massimo Taibi?
Should give up the opportunity.
It was Massimo
Cass. I don't think
Taibi.
Come on, Cass.
I don't make the rule. I just put my hand
Bro,
up. He asked
in
me,
the
I did it.
interest of fairness, I'm going to award the point to Abdul in the interest of fairness,
I was
just
gonna say-
because it was the first edition of this, and we want to find out who the real face of the Ahmed household is.
Give
So we
me a
don't want to
chance.
bring any
Worse than
disrepute.
VAR,
So
you.
we're going to give it Abs. So it's 1
That is-
point
you
to
would have
Abs.
never got it. You would have
And
never got
just-
it.
I was going to say it.
Nah, you were never going to say
Of
it.
course I
Never.
was.
Never.
Controversy.
His first name
Everyone
is
that's
Answer,
watching,
remember, then his surname.
let me know in the comments. Should I give this point to Usman or should I give
Done
this
now,
point to
done.
Abs?
Give it
And
an
the
official.
fans and the
Absolutely.
RedFlex community will decide where this point is going. But for now, Abs has got it.
I
So
think that's fair.
Ussi's on 1, Abs in 1, and Harris is the wooden spooner at
Harris
the
is
moment.
that man.
That is the start. We're going to move on to question 4.
1 minute. Before you carry on now,
Yeah.
how long,
Yeah.
if you put your hand up and you're chosen, how long have you got to say the answer now?
Team, at
Because
least
obviously
10,
you're going to
15
take about...
seconds.
No,
You're gonna take
5
about half an hour
seconds,
to
5
get
seconds,
All right.
5 seconds, 5 seconds. I'm going to... Oh, so MZ's come in.
Exactly.
And he
There you
says
go.
Abs has got the
Right.
point. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah, the
hardest one
first
to
name,
remember.
nothing? No.
Course it is.
Harris will
Come on,
love this
sir.
breaking news. Cass yesterday admitted Dan James deserves to wear.
There we go.
Oh no!
Where's that
Unfortunately,
come from?
that is not correct. Qasim Ahmed's personality, character, his ethics, his morals have been brought into credibility, and I defend my position. I never said those words. Never.
I'm doing a show tomorrow, special show.
Moving on. Sumke, Ussi 100% first answer includes what's his name? Invalid answer. Ooh, so
Go with you, say, go with you,
Sum
say.
saying Ussi should get this point. Interesting. I'm going to give it to Abs. I'm going to make the call. I'm going to give it to Abs. We're going to go to question 4. At the end of the 1996 season, he signed for newly crowned Serie A champions AC Milan. In his first season of Italian football, Milan failed to win a trophy. Manchester United purchased him as a backup to Ryan Giggs in the early stages of the 1990. Usman.
Oh.
It was me, man. That was me.
2, 3,
Jesper Blomqvist.
4.
Oh, that was me, man. That was me. That is just. Oh, so you know it's me.
Is
No,
it
it was-
Jesper
it was me, man.
Blomqvist?
Oh,
Is
man.
it?
300%.
That's the question. We're going to find out.
Soon came and back me up.
All the
was
boys back, you'll still
I
be smoking.
thought
I thought Usman put his hand up
I
first.
thought it was Usman. I thought it was
Yeah.
Usman. Let us know in the comments. Sumke, this is rigged. I say VAR.
With the replay action.
Let's
replay.
get a fund going and we'll get a QAR going. Let's get the investment going. Let's level up. We'll drop something in if you want to do that. But I thought Ussi had his
Yeah,
hand
I
up
thought-
first.
I clearly put my hand up first.
So after 4 rounds of Who Am I, we're at the halfway point. Ussi's on 2 points, Abs is on 1 point, and Harris is still the wooden spooner. We're going to go to question 5 now, and things are getting real interesting now. Okay, born in Braga, he joined Porto's youth system in 2008, aged 9. Signed for Premier League club Manchester United on the 6th of June 2018 on a 5-year contract for the fee of £19 million. Harris.
Fee of how much?
1. £19 million. 2, 3, 4.
Diego Dallo?
Is it Diego Dallo though? Is
Off the mark.
Diego Dallo, and Harris is off the mark. Is he about to have the ultimate heist and take this right at the end and take it away from Abs and Ussi?
Ussi's under pressure.
This is what you get on the RedFlex unscripted entertainment. Make sure if this is the
I
first
said
time you're watching.
2009.
No, 2018.
I heard
if it's the-
2009 for some reason.
If it's the first time you're watching the RedFlex and you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell. So, round 6 is this, if I'm correct? It is. Wait, what's the scores? Ussi's on 2, Abs is on
2-1-1.
Okay, so that's 4, isn't it? Oh yeah, the first one nobody got right.
No one got
Okay.
it,
Yeah. The next one. He played for several European clubs, including PSV Eindhoven, Manchester United, Lazio, Milan, Ajax, before retiring in October 2007. He played 67 international matches for the Netherlands, scoring 3 goals. He was in the squads for the UEFA European Championships and the 1998 FIFA World Cup. Harris, 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
Is it Jaap Stam?
Oh, yeah.
It is Jaap Stam, and Harris is on the greatest streak known to man, woman, or child. And he has leveled the scores. And just to give you a recap, Ussi's on 2. Abs is currently the wooden spooner on 1, and Harris is joint top with a total of 2. And we have only 2 more remaining. Who is going to take this? We've got some quick comments. MZ, come on, Harris. Harris, I told you, he's the people's champion. The people's champion.
Back in the winner, mate. That's what, you know.
Zoom K, he asked the question, not give an answer. I say take a point off, Harris.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Late answer. More than 5 seconds that was.
Yeah, you asked for the year again. You said what year was it? Oh no, what the fee was. What the fee was? You asked the fee again.
Will Harris be deducted? I'm not sure. I'm not
You
sure.
put your hand up and then you're like, what was the fee again? 19 million. So shouldn't have put your hand up.
I think he answered it still within the 5 seconds. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. Credibility of the RedFlex on the line. We're going to have to watch the tapes back. We'll announce any changes to the winner on Instagram if that is the case. We will go through this video with a fine tooth comb, I think. Did I get that right? Yeah, tooth comb.
Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that word was, but I said before.
I don't know what that word was. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on. So I think this one everybody should get within seconds. The first English player to win league titles in 4.
David Beckham.
Usman. Is it David Beckham in record time? Is it David Beckham in record time? Let's find out if it is. Unbelievable.
Can't lose it now. You can't lose
Record. I literally said a couple of words. I think Ussi deserves it after that. He's on 3 points. Harris is on 2. Abs is on 1.
Abs has got
the wooden spoon. Going into the final question, the permutations. Ussi is guaranteed to take this into extra time if need be. Harris is still in it. He can take it to extra time. Abs, unfortunately, is fighting for the wooden spoon.
Right.
It's a trophy, right?
Yes, right. It is a trophy. It is. Quick comment, Zoom K. You need to be fair. This game needs to go under review. Zoom K, Ussi, perfect example with Beckham and how these questions need to be answered. Ussi winning the love and the heart of the RedFlex community. And we're going to the final question to crown the face that runs the Ahmed household and the Who Am I champion. Let's go. Okay. Fairly easy one, to be honest. He has scored over 570 career goals. What?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Is it Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
I can tell he's got it.
Yeah,
is it Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
That'll be actually.
Let's find out. Unbelievable scene. Mark this day, mark this time down. We have crowned your very first RedFlex Who Am I World Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Tribal Chief, Usman himself. How does it feel? How does it feel? Where does this rank in your life accomplishments, Susie? This trophy, this prestige heavyweight belt.
Yeah, it was to win it in front of the supporters of the RedFlex means more to me than anything else I've won behind closed doors.
I think there's been an exchange of questions.
That's what I'm so happy for.
It's 3-3, should be 3-3, just for Blomqvist. I want
the inquest will go on. Papers will be filed into the court of whatever it's called. I don't want to embarrass myself again. That's the one. Ossie, sorry, I think we interrupted your winning speech there.
Yeah, no, I'm just happy that, I was able to share it with the RedFlex community so they can know now I've got their respect. I've gained their love. I've gained their respect now. They know that I'm a true fan of football.
Usman's new podcast will be out within the next week. Make sure you want to watch the Who Am I World Heavyweight Champion with his new project in the coming days. Abs, very quickly, you are the wooden spooner. How does that feel?
It's an honour that I could share the Red Flag screen.
The very first wooden spooner.
That's all he's got.
I at least have won a trophy. It's something I'll be remembered for.
More than Ollie can say.
Harris is just in the middle, the unknown, the ghost brother who hasn't achieved anything.
Wow. That is an exclusive. Harris,
I'll be known as the next in line. The next
in line. And if you want to see more challenges between the RedFlex brothers, make sure you let us know in the comments, let us know on Instagram. And if you want to take on the tribal chief, if you think you can do better than our world heavyweight champion, our Who Am I World Heavyweight Champion, let us know, send us a message, and you can go one-on-one with the tribal chief himself live on the RedFlex. Okay, we're going to move on to the final segment of today's show, which is called The Final Score. I'm going to go around now. Ussie's already got the World Heavyweight Championship belt, but we've got another trophy on the line. Who is going to get the final score between Manchester United and AC Milan correct? We're going to go around and I want to hear the score and a little bit of maybe first goal scorers, a little bit of betting advice or any other stuff that you think is necessary to go alongside it. We've got a comment from Soom K, a true leader. A very eloquent speech by Ussie, the tribal chief. Ussie, I will allow you to hold my belt on this amazing win.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
ABY says, Ussie faster than Dan James answering these questions. Wow.
That's saying something.
Has won the respect of the RedFlex global community. Harris, you are no longer the people's champion. Ussie is now the people's champion and the Who Am I World Heavyweight Champion, the Grand Slam winner. Okay, so final score. Ussie, it seems only right that we come to you first. Tell me what the full-time score is going to be, Manchester United versus AC Milan.
Because they've got a lot of their players missing, their main goal scorer, their main creative midfielder as well. So I don't really see them, giving us any trouble, to be honest. I think they're going to go for it because it's the away leg, obviously away goals and everything like that. But I don't think they'll be able to do anything. We'll probably catch them on the break. I can see us winning 2-0. Goals from maybe your favorite Dan James on the break or Mason Greenwood. But yeah, I don't really know about goal scorers, but I just think that because it's the away leg, they're probably going to go for it. But our speed and our counter is just going to be too much, and we're just going to probably pick them off. For
I think 2-0 would be decent. That away goals, no away goals, and I think that'll be important. Is the second leg at San Siro or is it neutral ground?
It is.
Yeah, I think Italy's. Yeah, I think Italy's open. Yeah.
Abs, what do you think about the score? What is the score going to be tomorrow at Old Trafford?
I think it's going to be an interesting game. And I hope the true Man United actually show up, and it's not the version we saw against West Brom and other teams recently that we've seen. I am going to go for a comfortable win for Manchester United. I am going to go, I was going to say 2-0, but I'm going to keep it a bit different. Otherwise, everyone's going to have the same score. I am going to go for 3-1.
3-1. Okay. That's still not a bad result, to be fair. 3-1 going into the away leg, where we're usually good away from home compared to home. So I think we'll take that all day long. Harris, what do you think the full-time score going to be tomorrow?
I don't think it's going to be an open game. I think without Zlatan, I think they're going to just low block it, and they're going to just count. They're going to put all their eggs in their home leg basket. So I think it's going to be a turgid game. One we're going to struggle again to break them down. I think it's going to be either 0-0 or 1-0, but I'll go with 1-0, Man United.
1-0 Man United. I'm going to get involved with the festivities, and I think Manchester United are going to win 4-0 tomorrow at Old
Wow.
Trafford.
Okay.
Manchester United 4, AC Milan 0. I usually get these scores right. So if you want to put some money on, even though we do not condone any betting activities at the RedFlex,
Until we're sponsored.
know what to do. And yeah, unfortunately, yeah, this video isn't sponsored, if you're wondering. But we do want to give a special shout out to somebody who's made me feel a lot better. I don't know about the rest of you. It's the Liverpool Football Club. I'd just like to congratulate you for losing your 6th consecutive home game. It's always entertaining. Yeah, I think, was it Klopp's video that was going around?
Yeah, the meme, yeah, Klopp meme, yeah.
Unbelievable what's happened to Liverpool. Absolute mess. But we love it. Long may it continue. I think that yeah, I mean, so that pretty much wraps up today's video. Is there any final thoughts from anyone before we wrap up?
Yeah, I would like to host a quiz so I can expose some of you guys as well. I was unprepared.
Yeah,
I thought it was only to do with Man United. I didn't even know it was AC Milan. I would have done a bit of prep otherwise.
I think if you watch the tape back, I did say that it was to do with players that have played for Manchester United and AC Milan. Quick comments before we go. 3-1 Manchester United. Rashi scores, and some are mean to the Liverpool hypothesis, we can call it, or opinion. That pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you very much for watching this very special edition of Who Am I, previewing the Manchester United versus AC Milan game. If this is the first time you're watching the RedFlex, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit the notification bell. And make sure you tune in for all of the match reaction, which will be immediately after the game. And we might even catch 5 or 10 minutes before it finishes. So thanks for watching, and we will all see you soon again.